In the kitchen now with Chef Ken Hall, and speaking of a date night, what about not cooking at all? What about having a chef come to your home, set a romantic table, cook a romantic meal, and even do the dishes, right, Ken?
That's right.
You'll do it all.
That is right.
You'll bring the dishes and you can customize the menu, and I think that's such a cool thing to do, surprise somebody and say, you know, we're having a date at home and you don't have to do a thing. Put some music on and
absolutely.
You'll go to the house early and get it all ready. And
I do the shopping, I do the planning, I do the cooking and the cleanup.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. So we'll put more information on how you can get a hold of Chef Ken. He does private parties and catering and all that kind of good stuff. But today we're going to do a great appetizer for a date night, because I think that's nice to have, you know, you're maybe having a glass of wine, you're mingling, you know, while dinner's doing its thing. Well,
and for an appetizer, there's something to pick at.
Right.
Because there's going to be conversation and other things going on, so you want to just pick at the food a little bit. So that's why we came up with this one. This is one that I do a lot of different variations, but for tonight I wanted to do, or for today's I wanted to do it with crab. So I picked up some lump crab.
Okay.
And what we need to do is...
And it's an artichoke crab dip.
Artichoke and crab dip.
And I am looking at all this, I'm thinking you could whip this together in the morning, have it, park it in the fridge, and then bake it off right, you know.
Absolutely.
So it's even better. You don't have to make it right then.
This is really quick and simple. What I want to do is I've got 6 ounces of cream cheese here, and I'm going to throw this in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to warm it up a little bit.
All right.
And then we're going to take our 1.5 cup artichoke hearts, and we're just going to rough chop these up a little bit so we have a little bit smaller pieces.
Canned artichoke hearts, the quartered, not the ones in the jar that are marinated, right?
Right, because those end up being too oily when you mix in the other ingredients.
Okay, but rough chopping a little bit so you don't get those big pieces, and you don't want to, you know, piece of that stuck in your tooth on a date night, right?
Well, and you want to be able to pick it up with some crackers or toast or things of that nature. So we're going to put this into the bowl first.
Okay. Let me check this cream cheese. This is just going to make it a little easier to work with, Ken? Is that
you want to warm it up a little bit so it's a little easier to work with. You can just put that right in there.
You betcha.
And then
so this is almost an entire block, or we just shorted it?
Yeah, it's 6 ounces, so I take a little bit off. I don't want it too creamy.
Okay.
Then I've got about 1/3 cup of Parmesan.
Okay, grated.
We're going to put grated Parmesan. Then this is the lump crab meat. You can buy it in the cans now, which is pasteurized and it's quick and easy.
Just drain it real well.
Drain it out and put that right in there.
Okay.
To that we've got a little sour cream, a little mayonnaise. That'll help kind of bind it together. And then we are just going to mix this together. And then what you want to do is just put it in a little casserole dish and throw it in the oven. Depending on how your oven cooks, about 350, 375 for 15-20 minutes. You just want to brown it a little bit.
Okay.
And then you pull it out and you can do it. I chose rye crisp because I like those little rye crisp crackers that you can get now. Those are really tasty, and that works out very, very well.
French
you just want to mix it.
Whatever, though.
Oh, absolutely. You could use any kind of cracker, some French bread, your trick of the day-old French bread, and then make yourself some crostinis, a little olive oil and garlic on top.
Yeah.
So then what we're going to do is we're just going to put this in. Now, I reserved a little bit of the Parmesan.
Okay, I noticed that.
And I reserved some breadcrumbs.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to just put that over the top. Put this in here.
Fantastic.
And then we'll sprinkle that Parmesan over the top, and then we'll sprinkle the breadcrumbs on there as well.
Just to give it a little bit of a crunch on top, a little bit.
Crunch, and as it cooks, it'll kind of bubble up a little bit, and then the breadcrumbs and Parmesan help to absorb that.
Yum. Again, oven temperature on this?
350 to 375.
Okay. Now, if I'm making this in the morning and pulling it out of the refrigerator, keep in mind it's going to need to bake a little bit longer.
Yeah, about 15-20 minutes longer then. Okay. And I've got one in the oven right now.
And it smells amazing. That's another key to getting a good date night started. Your house got to smell great.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh, so it really gets brown.
So it gets nice and brown on top.
Ooh.
And then usually what I do is I just put the crock right on the plate. And then that way you can just sit down in front of the TV or fireplace, get your wine, and then when you pull it out, it's nice and creamy.
Yum-y. I can hardly wait to dig in. I got to get some of the crunchy.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's the best part. Ooh, this looks fantastic. It's going to be hot, though. You're going to burn my mouth.
Shouldn't be too bad. A lots of variations you can do with this. You could do shrimp if you like shrimp. You could do even the mushrooms that you seared off. Throw some mushrooms with the crab in there, and the artichokes would be a lovely dip as well.
Absolutely delicious. Wow, that's a winner. We're going to put the recipe on our website. We'll also put a link on how you can get a hold of Chef Ken for holiday parties, or just he'll come even do a night for 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. You name it.
Absolutely.
Or 100.